you go. I'll get you a McChicken.
My life's not working.
About to drop the rear end because it's in the way and I'm not gonna roll it on there anyway. So yeah, that is next. Well, I did a little bit of grinding, not on this side. I still gotta measure what I did on that side because that side's pretty perfect. It's level. It's mint. This side I haven't even started to polish up, so I'm gonna drop the rear end. It'll make my life a little easier. That's a mint angle, dude. Mint angle. Crazy, bro head. Ow. God damn, wreckage. Ow. Ah, fuck. I don't like new sockets and a fairly new gun. I dropped my nut. Ow. Ooh, that looks new.
A few moments later.
Ooh, something's burned. What the fuck? Ooh, that thing is on there. No. Kind of easy when you got the body off of it. Yeah, right. Yeah, let me take the body off to do a brake line. This thing's gonna slam on the ground. The springs are gonna go flying. Let's see. Whoa! Oh, we're good. We're safe. God damn. This motherfucker coming out hot. Balanced off, right? I guess. Big drummy. Ooh, watch the chrome, man. This is for when I go to sell it. Shoes. So I got all new hardware. Shoes are good. New brake line across there. Shocks are fairly new, and springs, I don't know if those are original or not. Yeah, but all the brake lines on it and across are new. Hardware and shoes are new. Bushings probably not new. Shocks fairly new. So yeah, that's it. So I'm planning on cutting these out for when I run the bar for the coilovers, and I'm gonna run a bar up here and across, and then put some plates in here for the torque box. But these are all welded, but there's rivets here. I didn't pound that, or I didn't rip that one out yet, but all I did was take the cutting wheel, go up underneath it, like, I don't know, halfway, and just to get it started, and then took my, well, I don't have the bit with me, but it's actually a bit for like rivets, and popped them the rest of the way off. Took my pointy bit, ran that one out, and then all it is, oh, if I could find it, I don't remember where it was. I'm gonna guess right there. Well, found it right there, pound it out. Then I gotta cut the rest of the welds out to get that out. So I cut here a little bit thinner. Oh, out of frame. I cut here a little bit thinner because I asked some experts and they said cut it thinner than I had it. And then I'm cutting the spring perches, the spring whatever's out. That side I haven't done yet, but this side I had to cut it kind of wonky because I didn't know where the frame was. So I just, to be on the safe side, then I'll go in after and cut this and then grind it all down. But yeah, not that bad. Ow, falling. I'll be fucking up for today. this is what I ended up with that night. Got it all tacked in because I kept having to grind out and re-weld. I was getting so mad I just turned on the music and stopped recording. So yeah, I got one side tacked in and fit up, and did not get to the other side. So yeah, I'm getting this cut out, but these 5.0 batteries for the grinder are not cutting it. They last maybe, I don't know. I did half the top and about half the bottom, and then it frigged out the batteries. It's all blinking, all the lights. And I did half of this side, and this side I was cutting through where it's stamped together. So I was cutting 2 layers, and half of it just wrecked the battery too. So I don't know if it'll blink like it will. Yeah, it was going, but yeah, it's fine. That it takes a while to charge too. Usually that red light, the charge light, it'll blink, but after like 10 minutes, then it'll start charging. So that's all I got so far. So I'm doing a little bit of CAD here, cardboard aided design for this is just something to tie in the drive shaft loop to the floor braces. I was gonna run something like here to here and then down, but it's really, the torque is coming, or like if there's gonna be any stretch, this is from side to side, that's from front to back. It's fine where it's at now, but I should tie it in. So what I have here is my little toilet paper roll. So what I'll do is I take it in here, and then when it's metal, I'll slide it up in there like that. But you know, I'm gonna have to do some grindage and some beating with the metal version because it's not gonna bend like cardboard. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm taking the 1 5/8 pipe that I just have laying around, putting it on. I marked like centers, and then I marked 2 points on here for the center, and then when it's halfway, you know, some fucking mathematician fucking geometry fuff, I have no idea. Go right in there and then cut it out. Whoops. Whoa, this one's gotta be, they're both different lengths, so I gotta make 2 different ones. It's getting pieced together, if you know what I mean. This side, I don't know, I got maybe like that much, and like that side I maybe got like that much, you know what I mean? So it's getting, it's a piece, you know what I mean? You ever see a Van Gogh, some like Michelangelo? You ever not Michael, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? You ever seen like a Van Gogh painting symmetrical? I don't think so. So, well, I don't know. I don't look at his paintings. So I already made one for the shorter side, but it's... So what I did is I just went like this, and or I just went like this to the one, and then made it the same height, and then I'm gonna redo it, make it a little cleaner. Because this one I kind of took the radius out by accident. I don't know, I just started cutting without measuring with the pipe, and it messed up the radius on the cut. So, or not that cut, but this cut, yeah, that's a lot wider than that, wider. So I'm gonna redo it with this one. I only got one left, so I'm gonna make this one good. God damn, fucking took me long enough. And then from the first time folding it, your line's already in the middle that I couldn't figure out last time when I actually had to measure it. You know what this kind of look like? I'm just playing. Alright. Gotta do a bit more trimming. There's like 800 marks on here. I can't even tell which one mark is the middle. Oh, on the flow. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, off cam, I trimmed a little bit more off, and it fits pretty in there. I'll just do that. So, plan is to put it in there like that, and then slide that thing up when it's the metal one, like tilt it up in there, kind of like that, and then, you know, weld it up just like that, both sides. And it's just to tie it in. And then I also got to do bars from, like, I don't know, maybe here to here or here to here, somewhere around here where the trans mount's gonna be. Just also talking to people in Facebook groups, they said that's a good place, like about 28 inches from the lower control arm bucket thing, the mount, this right here. It's like 28 inches back, somewhere over there. So yeah, I got these little things fabbed up in my CAD. My battery's still probably blinking. Oh no, it's full, but it's not green, so I'm gonna wait and then cut the rest of this off. Or I mean, cut what I have left off there. I figured I should get this on the cam, because on the last side, these tabs where it meets the pieces to frame together, I tacked it, and then I realized to push it in farther, you could bend these up. So while it was tacked in, I took a screwdriver and bent it. But this method is a lot easier. I got a little hasty on the last side. With this side, I know what I'm doing. Well, I still don't know what I'm doing, of course, but I'm a little better at not knowing what I'm doing. And then, look at that. Oh, a little bit. Bam. And if I bend it too far, it's getting the hammer. So yeah, that's what I'm doing to bend these down. Cause I learned my lesson on the last side. It's better to bend these down and then hammer the frame where I need to. Ooh. Oh yeah. Just in case you're wondering, like a digger rack for a quad works perfect for 9 inches. Now I'm doing a little bit of tear down because this is a 5-on-5 bolt pattern, and I want a 5x4 3/4. So I think it's just these, but I brought it back to the shop because I didn't want to really do it. Go up to my garage. If I need tools, go back to the garage or barn, get tools. So just brought it back here. Do it right here. And then there's a little cover, like the drive plate or whatever. Well, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with full float, so taking it apart, see what's going on. So that was just a cover. Yeah, that's just a cover with some seals for the drive plate. So I'm taking off the drive plate, or the drive, whatever, the drive flange. Okay, here we go. So there's the flange, whoa, the drive flange for the full float axles. Up in there's all my, oh, I see. Doesn't look too bad in there, actually. So here's that. It's got little screws to hold it down, and then it spins off, and then the whole hub comes off. This is gonna be more expensive than I thought. So I got them bolts out. Now it's just that, like that retainer nut. So this was actually just the cap. Luckily I didn't keep beating on it until I actually messed something up. And then this, the nut that goes on there, it's actually left-handed thread. I already tried spinning it, you know, to the left, but it got, well, it spun the same, so I went like this, I noticed it got tighter. So luckily I stopped before I over-tightened it and wrecked something. And there's that. And there's that. It's like a dump truck, like the Isuzus or GMCs, the overseas dump trucks. On the driver's side, it's usually a left hand, or wait, driver's side is left hand thread, like for the lug nuts. So I wouldn't even have known that unless I worked on it like once or twice. I'd have to get like something with the for the race, because the bearing, I think there's a bearing that rides on there. Is there? Yeah. There's another bearing back there. Usually what you do, you take the front one out and then spin the nut a little bit back on, and then you take this and slam it and pull it, and it takes the back bearing out. So then you can put it in your, like, your foot greaser thing, your grease pack or whatever. But yeah, I was just taking it apart to see what I needed to buy. I didn't know if I had to buy a whole kit or I could just buy this, but it seems like I could just buy this and I could get away with reusing. Well, I'd probably buy new bearings, even though they look pretty new. And the race is stuck with this one, so no, it's not. I'd have to take the, oh, that'd suck. But yeah, pretty simple, not that hard.